Welcome back for another video. So I've been using this starter kit, carving starter kit from gemcuts.com.au for a couple months now, so I feel like I can give a bit of advice on whether it's the right product for you or not. So having a look at it, I paid $15 for this plus postage, and we'll start with the diamond drill bits. So start at the coarse end. If we zoom in and have a look at the bit itself, you can see that it's really held up quite well, and I've used it a lot now at this point, and it hasn't really degraded at all. There's a bit of dust from the opals still there, but I can probably wash a lot of that off. I just get lazy in doing that. So this is a 180 grit, and it's tackled some pretty tough stuff, and it's still perfectly fine. So I have no issues with that one. The 320, however, was probably the most disappointing part of this kit. So if I zoom in and we get a focus on that, you can see where it's become very bold. So I've purposely tried not to use the really fat end, but the rest of it I have used. And this isn't from a mass amount of use or anything like that. This happened almost instantly. This bit just seemed to burn itself to death as soon as it touched anything, even just lightly. I think I actually captured it on camera when I first used it and saw that it just disappeared on me. So that's the 320 grit. Turned out almost completely useless. And then here is the finest diamond bit that they include in this set. And this is a 600 grit. And this one has actually held up really well, just like the first one. You can see there at this end where there's a bit of a balding patch. That was actually there when I first opened the box and got the kit out. So that's just a quality control issue, I think, where it's just been manufactured a bit dodge. Or maybe scraped during the packaging or whatever. But yeah, the rest of this, it's been used just as much as the really coarse one, the 180 grit, and it's held up pretty much perfectly. It feels about the same as it did when I got it out of the box. So that one's really good. I just don't know what's gone on with the 320 grit, but the 600 has held up perfectly fine. As for the rest, so these are carbide rubberized points. There's 7 of them in total. They're just listed as going from, what is it? They're going from coarse to extra fine. These, I don't know, for what they are, it's probably fine. This is a starter's kit, so it's just for people that haven't done it before. You throw 15 bucks at this kit and it is enough to get you going, ignoring the dodgy piece. And it doesn't get you to the same level of polish as what the Nova points will do. But for what they are, you can get to a reasonably okay pre-polished stage. Just definitely try to get it as good as you can using just using these red ones. So these first two, you really need to get rid of all the cutting marks. I mean, you really don't want many cutting marks once you're at the finest diamond, but once you get to here, you really need to have your pre-polish just about sorted, because it does give it a bit of extra shine. I might try to do a video where I use these intensively and show you what I mean, but they do struggle. They definitely struggle. I've got I never released a video on these other Chinese soft tips that I bought. These are a class above those, but not by much, to be honest. And by the time you're finished with this, even when you've been spending hours going through this chain, it is really, really rough to call it a polished piece or anything like that. And if there's any kind of imperfections, these have no hope at all. Whereas the Nova points, you can actually do a lot more with them and get them far better in terms of a polished or pre-polished gemstone. So yeah, just a quick 5-minute video. I'd say for 15 bucks, they're probably worth it. But if only if this is the first set of drill bits that you're going to buy for polishing any of your stones, whether it be opal or anything else. These are really just a, do I think I want to get into carving at all? Because once you get past that, once you go, oh, all right, carving is my thing, or I'll like to do this as a hobby, you've got to scrap this kit, I think. The value in this kit is only there for people that have literally no other bits to use at all. As soon as you start getting something like a full set of 80s and 600 or 180s and 600s, you'll completely forget about this. And as soon as you've got any kind of Nova point, even if you've only got a, I don't know, like a 600 and a 3000, you're going to completely disregard these and you'll just never use it again. I don't see myself using this too much more. I do like to use this bit because I don't have anything else quite like it. I do need to buy a set for myself of something like a 600 grit diamond tip of a few different sizes, kind of like my ultra coarse bits, which are even coarser than this. So I think they're about 80 grit. So I also use this one a fair bit as well because it's just that step between this 600 and those 80s. But honestly, once you've started using these, you'll ditch them pretty quickly, and yeah, it's only really enough to get you started in carving. Once you like it, throw these out and move on and buy some proper gear. It's not even that much more expensive if you can find it in the right place. But yeah, so hopefully that helps people. This is the gemcuts.com.au. If I get the proper title, it's the Carving Burst Starter Kit, currently listed for $16.50, so I got it for even cheaper. Must have been on special. But yeah, it was good as a beginner, but it really is just that. It's just an introduction kit. If you want to continue on, forget about this and upgrade to some proper bits and some Nova points. So yeah, thanks for watching.